Vanchakalpatarubhyascha कृपासिन्धुवैव च पतितनाम पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। Hare Krishna. So I'm really honored and grateful for this opportunity to share about this program that we have been conducting for past few years amongst all of you, and how this program can serve some value in your own yatra as well. So since we are a small gathering, if you like, maybe you can all take the center part so that you can see the screen better. If you like, you can be in the center part so that you can have a glimpse at the screen in a better way. So what is International Value Education Olympiad? And as we have titled it, the future of mass book distribution. So before I start, I would like to ask this simple question. How many of you have actually been part of book distribution, specifically marathon, Srila Prabhupada marathon? Raise your hand. Almost all of us. And any one or two, why do you think you chose to be part of book distribution or marathon? What inspired you to be part of Prabhupada book distribution or Prabhupada marathon? Any one of you? To please Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada made it absolutely clear, no doubt, that if you want to please him, distribute his books. Thank you. Anyone else? Ji Pavli.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, thank you very much for allowing me to share some of my expertise in book distribution. So I'm from BBT, one of the trustees of BBT.
Which BBT?
BBT Africa.
Okay.
Right? Africa includes Mauritius also was there.
Okay.
I just saw 47% of the Mauritian Hindu. Right. This is one. And then secondly, we got BLS, Bhaktivinoda Library Services, registered in Mauritius with the government of Mauritius. So regarding book distribution, the outreach, we just discussed it, how to expand our distribution, because we don't have enough devotees in terms of book going out and book distribution. So I do bulk, I got contact Sankirtan, I call it, right?
Okay.
Or whenever I said, and then we heard distribute by big quantity, like boxes it takes,
Okay.
From the Hindu tables.
Dipeshwar, can you close the door? Let's close.
So in this way, book distribution, I encourage those devotees to book distribution and give them 35% discount.
Okay. So because you're part of BBT.
So that encourage devotees to get more into it because incentive is there.
Okay. Anyone else? Last. Why did you take part in book distribution? Yeah. Srila Prabhupada said, Krishna says that the service most dear to me is one who explains this supreme secret. So quick way to self-realization, quickest way to self-realization, and of course fun. Okay, last Prabhupada.
Full of absorption, and you can actually connect to Krishna for his mercy, very seriously, because when you are on the road, you are sometimes helpless. And these are the books which Prabhupada has written and shed his so much of blood and energy, and these books have already helped us a lot. So it's a joy of giving Krishna to others through these books.
Correct. So joy of giving uh, Krishna to others, that is one point, and it's sharing Krishna consciousness. So same thing also transpired in our minds in Delhi. When I was reading Prabhupada Leela Amrit, Prabhupada wrote, or Satsvarup Maharaj wrote on behalf of Prabhupada. Prabhupada said that whatever I have implemented in this Krishna consciousness movement, most of it came from my father. When Prabhupada was a small child, he saw his father doing arti. Any guest in the home, Srila Prabhupada's father would request him that please bless my child that he becomes a devotee of Radharani and a preacher of Bhagavatam. So Prabhupada said that whatever I have done in this Krishna conscious movement comes from my father. But with one important exception. What is that? Publication and printing of books. That I learned from a spiritual master. And if anyone reads Prabhupada's books, he will understand. Prabhupada writes in so many places that the secret of success in Krishna consciousness is in pleasing the spiritual master. And if you were there in the plenary, they were planning to gift a Prabhupada Murti to every Prabhupada disciple. And if you meditate on the quote written on that gift, it says that Prabhupada says, anyone who helps me render service to my spiritual master, I am ready to come back from Golok Vrindavan. If that disciple does not get delivered with me, I am ready to come back. Krishna says no one can come back. Prabhupada says I am ready to come back. For my disciple, if he doesn't get delivered with me, I am ready to come back to help him. If he helps me serve my spiritual master. And his spiritual master gave him one, to preach in the English language, and second, if you get money, print books. So Prabhupada said, print books, distribute book, distribute book, distribute book. Prabhupada was so emphatic. And similarly, that is our parampara, that's our family business. So when we used to hear these statements, we understood, we took one thing, that for Prabhupada, book distribution holds great value. So we always used to think that how we can actually fulfill that wish of Prabhupada. That was our constant desire. And Prabhupada said that if you do that, you'll please me. And pleasing him means pleasing Krishna. So when we were thinking like that, and we used to go to people, reach out to them, and ask them for help, they used to say, who will read Bhagavad Gita? How many of you have faced this question? Who will read Bhagavad Gita? Bhagavad Gita, so it's not practical in this age. Even if you give Bhagavad Gita, people don't read. Dust accumulates on the Gita. People take but don't read. It is of no value. Or it is too complicated. How many of you have faced these questions? All of us have faced these questions. So when you used to do it, it used to become so difficult to convince someone. Or at most, if you pressurize him, will take one Gita. The whole day you distribute books and at most 50 people, 100 people will take, 200 people will take. Prabhupada, there's one quote to Rameshwar Prabhu. Prabhupada said that book distribution should be like carpet of bombs in a war. You know, sometimes when bombing happens, it's called carpet bombing. It's like this, they banished the whole city. Prabhupada wanted book distribution like that. So we used to think that how we can accomplish this. So one thought that came in our mind, people used to say that, okay, I can give money. In India, people, still certain section of people is they give charity. They said, okay, we can give you books, but how will you use those books? And traditionally, specifically in India, outside, that may not be a culture. But traditionally what we get some sponsorship. And then what we do, we distribute free Gita in Kumbh or in Magh Mela or in pilgrimage places. So prison cells, hospital beds. So people take and we're not sure whether they read, they don't read. Although we have many stories that even if they don't read, they get the book. It's like sleeping time bomb. How many have heard this? The bomb may blast any time. That's true. But people wanted that, no, there should be some tangible effort that people can read Gita. That is better way of distributing books. So we started churning, can we do? So we heard one temple doing this program, value education contest. They go to school, children register, they get a kit, they study, give an exam, and win prizes. So then people become easy. Yes, if you teach children values from Gita, that's a wonderful idea. I will sponsor. They become ready to sponsor. So we started this program 2019. You give us books, we guarantee. If you will give those books to children, make them study, imbibe those values, change themselves, and then write an exam, win prizes. When people heard this program, they said, okay, we are enthusiastic, you do this program, we'll help you. So we became enthusiastic. So 2019 we started. 19 schools we reached, 6,000 children registered. Good enough. When marathon came 2019, we showed this program. People thought, yes, it is reality. You are doing it. It's not just mere words. You've put into practice. So let us sponsor. They started sponsoring, give us youth charity. We used to print books and reach out to children. But 2020, world scenario changed. What happened? Corona happened. So we got a lot of sponsorship for Gita, but we were stuck. And when we started reaching out to schools, teachers said, principals said, so Swamiji, in this time we can't teach our syllabus to children. And you are telling us to teach value education. They have to learn science, they'll have to learn history, they'll have to learn math. If we are not able to teach that, how can we teach value education? We tried a lot, but no success. And we thought that, I don't know till when Corona would exist amongst us. When next marathon come and people will question us, you took money from us, you didn't distribute book, it was a scam, you are bloody rascal. So return our money. So we thought, what to do? So then, all devotees brainstormed that what can be done in this case. So in our brainstorming discussion, it came, let us change Gita for values to Gita for stress. Because Corona was a time of stress. So we launched this program, we called the school. The first principal I called, I said, sir, in this time of crisis, we have launched a program to help children tackle stress from Gita. His eyes widened up, he started to sparkle. He said, Swamiji, I was talking to one gentleman about Corona and how the world has shut up, everything is closed. Who will get Corona at what time, we don't know. And what is the end result, we don't know, whether he will survive or not survive. And a little boy was listening. And the little boy came to me after that. He was my grandson. He said that, Dada, will we all die from Corona? And he started to cry. Swamiji, you have touched my heart. We will do this program, Gita for Stress. You gave us pamphlets. And we became again active. The whole world was closed. And we were burning this program, Gita for Stress. So what we did was, devotees are expert from Gita, wherever Krishna talks about, the whole first chapter is Arjuna in stress, Vishad Yoga. So we derived everything from there and made a book and Gita. And in Corona, when nothing was working, we did double numbers. What was the number in 2019? We did 13,800 children next year, 2020, in COVID. Everyone was very happy, excited. Again, we went for distribution. Till that time, Corona subsided. Again, we got sponsorship. Now, 2021 happened. Now, 2021 was a very special year. Who can tell? For ISKCON devotees. Remember, 2021 was a special year for ISKCON devotees. very special. Remember what was 2021 we celebrated as? Close? Not 75th year. Related to Prabhupada, 2021, 125th Vyas Puja, birth anniversary of Prabhupada. And that time, 2021, one devotee got connected to us. That devotee works for United Nations. So that devotee is a lady devotee. That devotee shared with us, Prabhuji, you do this value education. United Nations also does value education. ISKCON is an international body. United Nations is an international body. Why don't two international bodies club? I said, can they actually club? Why not? Who will help us clubbing between the two? I will help us. I will help you. I said, okay, try. But I thought that let us see if we have a representative of ISKCON in UNEP, in United Nations. So we came to know there's one devotee in New York. His name is Gopal Hari Prabhu. Gopal Patel, some disciple of Radharan March. Not Gopal Hari, but some Gopal Prabhu. Gopal Leela Prabhu something. So he's an official representative of ISKCON in United Nations. We reached out to him. And we had a word. We asked him, Prabhuji, if you do this program, ISKCON and UN, next slide, is it possible? He started thinking. He said, okay, I will give you an idea. If you can do this idea, it will be a big hit. This idea no one has implemented till now. I said, what is the idea? He said, can you make a program from Gita to tackle climate change? I didn't understand fully what is climate change. He said, Baba, you don't know what is climate change. You study climate change. I said, okay. We started researching into climate change. Then we came up with a program called Green Gita Contest. First was value education. Second was Gita for stress. So he suggested do a program for a greener world. We made Green Gita Contest 2021. We submitted our proposal to UN. His reply came that UN officials are so excited. No other religious body has come up with such a program. From Quran, from Bible, from commandments, nothing. You can go ahead. We started researching. From where do we get Gita for climate? We started researching. Where Krishna, please speak about environment also in Gita. We started researching. Somehow we found many papers also. We made one nice booklet. And this devotee also helped us. And a very beautiful book came up. Gita for Greener World, Green Gita program. Somehow Gopal Prabhu, he vanished out of the scene. He had some personal issues with his wife. He vanished out of the scene. We said, we worked for so many months, devised this program, and this person is gone. We don't know what to do. Suddenly a news came that Gaurang Prabhu had got a Green Building Award. So we thought, let's try to talk to Gaurang Prabhu. He called us to GEV. We went to GEV. There is one sustainably head in GEV, Raj Bhakti Mataji. We connected with her. Anyhow, she also refused, nothing can be done. Govardhan Eco Village. Govardhan. So we went there. We talked to sustainability officer at GEV. She understood the program, she liked the program. She said, Prabhuji, I don't know. United Nations does not partner with any religious organization. They have a policy. We lost all hope. We said, okay, come back to value education. But suddenly, 125th Vyas Puja of Srila Prabhupada. What a miracle, what a miracle. United Nations have a policy. They don't partner with any religious body. But they themselves came up with a program called Faith for Earth. What do you mean by Faith for Earth? Faith for Earth means they want to rope in faith-based bodies. They say religious bodies as faith-based bodies. Faith-based organizations to work for Earth. What idea came in their mind? We don't know. But they themselves launched a program, Faith for Earth. Faith-based bodies for Earth. They started inviting applications. Immediately we received a lot of calls from JV. We were surprised. As soon as I picked up the phone, he said, Prabhuji, Where was that proposal you came to GV? Where is that proposal? We need that proposal. I said, you only said that proposal is not valid. He said, okay, you send that proposal to us. We sent that proposal. That proposal went to UN through GV, and they selected our program. And in 2021, for the very first time, ISKCON and UN partnered, and they made ISKCON as Faith for Earth Counselor 2021 on World Environment Day, 5th of June 2021. When ISKCON and UN have partnered, for us the doors of the whole world got opened. And it was like we could take this program to every corner of the world because now we had UN backing. So one person suggested, Swamiji, you have got UNEP partnership. Why don't you talk to this organization? This organization is called Ekal Vidyalaya. How many of you have heard Ekal Vidyalaya? Anyone of you have heard of Ekal Vidyalaya? Ekal Vidyalaya is a body connected to RSS. How many of you have heard RSS? You heard? How many of you have not heard RSS? Okay. You have heard BJP? How many of you have not heard BJP? Okay. So, there is one political party in India which is aligned to Sanatan Dharma. So they were in power. So they have this group of schools called Ekal Vidyalaya. Ekal in Hindi means ek means one. One means in many villages of India there is no school. So what they do is they pick up any learned boy, educated boy in a village. They give him 20,000 rupees salary in 1 year. They tell him, you gather children from 4 years to 14 years in the village, underneath a tree or in a broken home, in a field, wherever you get space, you bring together, we will give you curriculum, you teach them. Ka, Kha, Ga, A, B, C, D, preliminary education. So that child can go to higher education in the city. If you don't give preliminary education, they can't go to higher education. So he said, okay. So we had a meeting with Ekal Vidyalaya. Ekal Vidyalaya, the chairperson, is the owner of ZTV. How many of you have not heard ZTV? ZTV is like any channel in US, popular channel, television channel. CNN. CNN of US is ZTV here. Sorry for the comparison. So the CNN owner, ZTV owner, he runs Ekal Vidyalaya. So we had direct contact with him, Lakshmi Narayan Goel. He says, and their whole team, there were a bunch of 10 people interviewing us. Swamiji, what is this program? He said that first time ISKCON has partnered with UNEP. If you do this program from Ekal Vidyalaya, the village children will get UN certificate. Imagine. Swamiji, is it a trick? Will they take our data and then convert them? I said, what are you saying? This is a non-religious body. They don't have any intention of converting. So Swamiji, you are our guarantee. He said, don't worry, it's a program on Gita. It's not from Bible, it's not from Quran, it's from Gita. But because they are environmental body, they have partners. So, okay, Swamiji. They say, Swamiji, we have 25 lakh children studying in our India, over 2 lakh schools. Can you do this program for 25 lakh children? We went silent. So, Swamiji, are you there? Swamiji, where did you go? We were trying to find balance. Last year, how many children we registered? 13,800. The first meeting we had after 125th anniversary partnership with UNEP, they offered us 25 lakh children. We said, how will we get Gita, 25 lakh Gitas? How will we get it? Who will sponsor 25 lakh Gita? We said, sir, you give us don't give us whole country, you give us one state. Okay, so they said, Swamiji, you do this program for only UP children, 2 lakh children. We said, okay, no problem. Let us try for it. Proper always said double it. It was 20 times. 20 times. So we started, first day registration was 2 lakh children. Then we started reaching out people. People started sponsoring. It's a big story, big story. There's so many things that happen. To long story cut short in the interest of time. We finished that program. 230,000 children participated that year, 2021. God breaking from 21 countries. One meeting I used to have in Canada, online meeting in Canada, evening with Australia, one in South Africa. We reached out to all GBCs in ISKCON, GBC Toronto, GBC North America, GBC South America, GBC Latin America, GBC Australia, GBC European countries. We told them this is an international program. You can use this program to reaching out to children. Everyone will not deny this program because UNEP is partnered. They will accept Gita program with this. They were very happy. They started reaching out. And we did 230,000 children from 21 different countries, year 2021. Year 2022 happened. That same lady who had connected us UNEP said, Swamiji, Prabhuji, you have partnered with UNEP, but it's an international body. Why don't you partner with an Indian body? I said, which is the Indian body? I didn't know. Which is the Indian body? He said, you partner with Ministry of Environment. I will make you meet with Minister of Environment. I didn't ask who's the Minister of Environment. I didn't know who's the Minister of Environment. So she went and took an appointment with Secretary Minister of Environment. And they said that if United Nations has partnered with ISKCON, why should not our ministry partner with ISKCON? They asked us for UNEP letter. We provided with them. And they said, okay. Minister of Environment wants to meet you. And we will be ready to partner with ISKCON. 2022, ISKCON, United Nations, Ministry of Environment partnered for this program. And when they partnered for this program, it was like the whole country was now open for us. Provided how many books you could raise for children. We went through this program internationally, nationally, internationally. Minister of Environment personally came in the felicitation ceremony to give away these prizes to every child who won. And from 230,000 children, we reached to 252,000 children. Now, 2023 happened. And it was like, we studied in India. India is like a populous country. We studied how many children are there in India. We read that in India, children who are doing education from 1st till 12th, there are 25 crore children studying in India. So they said, Swamiji, can you do this program for 25 crore children? And I was shaking. I'm real life. It's all fact. So it's not. I didn't say it's not possible. I said that, sir, we'll have to check. No. And I couldn't answer him. It's like beyond us. It's like beyond us. Anyhow, we reached out to every temple in India. We said, if you have Bhagavad Gita, and if you have sponsored Bhagavad Gita all over the world, if you have sponsored Bhagavad Gita, give it to us. Instead of we sponsoring and not ordering, or not knowing where to give Gita, we will give. We will justify. And we said that you use this program, this is ISKCON program. You use this program, reach out to different schools, tell ISKCON has partnered with United Nations and Ministry of Environment. You use this program to reach out to your donors, raise money from them for books. Whatever money you raise, we will give you all the money back. With that money, you sponsor books. Score will be yours. Books will be ours. So many temples started participating. Like one temple, Faridabad, they got 20 lakh rupees sponsorship with this program. Gurgaon, Juhu, Pune, so many temples started participating. They started using this program for reaching out to schools, reaching out to sponsors, that through this program, we are able to help children learn values and climate change from Gita. People found it meaningful. Even overseas, there is a school in UK called Avanti Schools. How many of you have heard? We did this program for Avanti children. There are about 7 or 8 Avanti schools in UK. We did this program for them. Likewise from different parts of the world. Then what happened? We filed, that lady who got connected, filed a paper to Oxford University. Oxford University invited us. How can you teach children climate change from Gita? You come here and tell. We gave a presentation at Oxford University. Then at G20, Government of India had a presentation from us how to teach children environment studies from Gita. Then COP28 happened. COP28 is the largest annual conference of United Nations in the world. That happened in Dubai. We went there at COP29. COP28. Last year was COP29 Azerbaijan. When we went to Azerbaijan, this is G20. This is Bulgarian president, Roman Dubov. We met him. He was interested. I'm showing him this book. Open this back. This book is there. This is our value education brochure. This was Oxford University. This is Minister of Environment, Ireland. This is Director General for World Trade Organizations. All top leaders of the world were there at COP29. You know, the day we had presentation, next day Narendra Modi was there. Our environmental minister Bhupinder Yadav personally checked our presentation because we are going to represent India at world stage. He checked our presentation 3 times before we gave the presentation. Because it was like a surprise for the world. Next. So this I'm trying to show to everyone. You know, this book. This I'm trying to show. This is G20 like that. Next. Okay. So by the grace of the Lord, by the grace of Mahaprabhu, by the grace of Srila Prabhupada, we have this program whereby we teach children from Bhagavad Gita as it is. We have devised one book. You can QR code and download that book. That book contains values from Gita. Children study. In that book it is said, for this value reach out to verse number 18, chapter 18, verse number 4. Like that. They go read that verse, come back, answer that question. And then how that value is related to environment, they study, they give an exam. That exam is 60% weightage. Then they are asked to do a practical activity. We have planted 4 lakh trees. It's not that it is just words say and we're not doing anything for environment. One is education. Second, we have planted 4 lakh trees. Third, 4.5 lakh children have learned how to make nest from this program. How to make microgreens. You know what are microgreens? Microgreens means during COVID, when plantation was not possible, children could not go outside, they learned plantation in-house. It's called microgreen. In a pot, you can grow a plant. They learned how to make bioenzymes. We had a competition where children gave ideas how to overcome plastic pollution. And 40% was evaluated according to their assignment on practical activity for environment. So 60% weightage was the exam from the book, 40% practical activity. And then combined results was there. And the kind of response I'm trying to show was that every country of the world wants children to learn the right value system so they can inhabit the world properly and preserve it. And we are showing them that Gita has answer to this. And they're ready to accept and ready to have their children teach from it. So our offer to all of you is that in your own respective country, zone, area, you can reach out to schools, tell them it's a complimentary program, free program. Children just have to register online, they don't pay anything. Once they register, they are able to download Gita, they are able to download our book, and the book has all the guidelines, what to read, how to give an exam. So they read, learn from Gita values about environment, give an exam. Second, they have to submit an assignment of their practical activity for environment. We evaluate them and winners are called for. One time we had winner from Singapore. Next time we have winner from Dubai. Third time, top ranking girl was a Muslim girl. Did you hear Guru Prasad Maharaj saying that I was in one of the programs and I gave a first prize to a girl and she was a Muslim? Did you hear Guru Prasad Maharaj? Because we had invited Maharaj for the felicitation ceremony. So, in this program happens in Singapore, in Mauritius, in UAE countries, in South Africa, in Canada, North America. So, you can use this program because of the UN tag in your own respective country. Go to schools, tell them about this program, children will register, and once children register, let them participate, and then you can connect those children. Whoever is interested, we fill up a form. If they are interested to learn more about Gita, you can connect them in the local programs. That's one. Second, you can reach out to people, to donors, to sponsor, that you help us print Bhagavad Gita so that from Bhagavad Gita we can teach children about values and climate change. And people contribute. And whatever will come, it will be, we will not take any percentage. All the money is yours. We don't need any money. We raise all the money for the program from our local sources. You use this program, raise money, the book point goes to you, you just gives the book to us. And we will use that books to teach children for values and climate change. So this way, anyhow we're going to do the program. Krishna willing, Prabhupada willing. If this program can come to your use for increasing book distribution, mass distribution. Through this program, last year, 2023, from 2,52,000, we went to 5,28,000. 2024, we reached to 5,50,000. Sky is the limit. According to how much money we can raise for books, that many children we can reach. So, through this program, we get bulk distributions. You know, every year the cost of Gita is increasing. Many devotees get affected that if Gita price will be more, sponsorship will be less. But in this program, we don't face any challenge because most of the donations come from CSR. How many of you understand what is CSR? CSR means corporate social responsibility. Every company earmarks certain percentage of their profit for social initiatives. That's a company law in India and rest of the world. Because this is related to value education, people sponsor Gita through CSR because of this program. And at the end of my presentation, when we did this program, although it teaches about values, but it teaches about environment. But Prabhupada's purports are so perfect. In every verse purport, whether it is Karma Yoga, Gyan Yoga, Dhyan Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Prabhupada embeds Krishna consciousness every purport. And when the child is reading values from Gita, they by default come in touch with devotional service. His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj and His Holiness Satchidananda Swami Maharaj were invited in 2019 for the first program. The girl came first. She won a bicycle. His Holiness Gopal Krishna Swami Maharaj asked that girl who came first. You know what question he asked? He asked, Beta, you participated in this contest. You stood first. I want to ask you one question. Thousands of devotees are sitting. This girl is standing in the stage. Maharaj is standing. Sachin Maharaj is standing and giving her a gift. Maharaj asked, my dear girl, one thing you tell me. And she was a school child, not connected to the temple. After reading this Bhagavad Gita contest, one thing that you learned from this book, you know what did she answer? She didn't answer anything about climate change or value. She said, one thing that repeatedly came when I read Gita was, and that got embossed in my heart, was that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. When she said that, Maharaj started to cry on the stage. I'm not joking. Seriously, Maharaj could not control himself. That is the potency of Prabhupada books. Maharaj could not control himself. What did that girl learn? See the power of Prabhupada's purports. She learned that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And I met so many people who became devotees simply by getting Gita and registering in this program and somehow coming in touch with ISKCON devotees, ISKCON temples, and Krishna consciousness. So, we want to offer to all of you, if this program can help you in your own book distribution, we don't want any money, we don't want any score, we don't want any data, we don't want any child. Whatever capacity Krishna has given us, Prabhupada has given us, Lord has given us, we will try our best. But if you like, if you can use this program to get more books sponsored, to reach out to newer and newer children, newer and newer families, we will consider our some attempt grand success. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Any questions before we, just 2 minutes, any question?
I didn't follow. How do they get the book? You said they don't download Bhagavad Gita. What is the process of them actually getting the book in their hand?
So what we do, Prabhuji, is that once they register in the contest, they download the value education book related to Gita, because it's an online exam. In India, a very small percentage give online exam, majorly gives offline exam. Those who give offline because they don't have internet facilities, 1 month before the exam, we get the books printed, Gita ordered, we courier it to them. They get the book, they study and give an exam. It's like that. Thank you. So I would like to thank His Grace Sargdev Prabhuji. Almost every year, he comes before start of marathon in this elderly age with many diseases also that he has contracted. From morning till night, he goes on roads for book distribution. I have seen him personally eating his food while the car is running. Sometimes dal spilling on his dhoti. Sometimes not able to properly digest the food. But he says that Prabhupada wanted this. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Maharaj wanted this. I'm very happy to do it. So that gives us inspiration.
Actually, it was also my extreme happiness to accompany Karuna Chandra to collect donations before this program took off, to approach wealthy business people to give donations for book distribution. Karuna Chandra has mystic power. He'd walk in, we brought sweet for you, Radha Rasbihari, Radha Raman, Mahaprasad, their calendar, and here's a book for you, and here's our form. How many Bhagavad Gitas you want to sponsor? And they just write a check. Mystically, this devotee is empowered to distribute books. Thank you, Prabhu.
This is because of his holiness Gopal Krishna sir.
Hare Krishna. Thank you and very encouraging, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, just want to know that each and every kit which we are giving, that is totally free of cost to the child.
So Prabhuji, first year we started with a registration fee. As I said, there are many things that transpired in the program. Second year we also started registration fee. One evening, after we got the official partnership, after 1 month the program spread so much, we got a letter from United Nations legal department. What right ISKCON has got to charge children money taking United Nations name? We said, because we got a permission. So we went back to GEV and we said, please send us permission letter and that we can charge children. So they said, although you have got permission letter as a partnership, but we forgot to ask that we will also charge money. And we are halfway in the program. They said that they had this intention because sue ISKCON for charging money from children. We said, whatever we have charged, we will give all the money back to you and no problem. But now we can't do anything. We are already charging. We can't go back. People will say you're cheaters. So there is some confusion and we are sorry. With great difficulty, somehow we passed and things settled. But they said, Ministry of Environment and United Nations said, you can't use our logo for any financial transaction. You get money from corporates, but you can't charge the child for education. So, we have to give this education free to every child. But we have governmental bodies, school bodies partner with us. It goes like a governmental program so that it becomes part of the curriculum to study. They have no choice. So that way we involve them in the program, but can't charge. That's a government policy, United Nations policy.
Everything went through sponsors and donations.
Yes. So this
How
year,
much was the actual cost of that kit?
so from BBT, say we get 190 rupees Gita, and this year our book will cost around 20 rupees, so 210 rupees per kit. Like that. Ji. So we have a QR code. You can scan QR code and download the book. Download this brochure also. Everything is there in this brochure. 5,50,000 children. Administrative cost, logistic cost, technology cost, advertisement cost, prizes cost, felicitation ceremony cost. All sponsored. We give 1 crore 40 lakh rupees to the temple from this program. We have raised 1 crore 40 lakh rupees last year from this program to the temple. Surplus. Bhagavad Gita is separate. No, we could raise 1 lakh books. It's only 1 lakh. We included those sections of Gita in the book, value education book, 20 rupees book, and gave them that book. Because we couldn't get more. Because Gita is very expensive. No. So, we are bound to give them value education book. We include Gita in them. But for those, how many books we are able to raise, we give value education book and Gita to them. We don't mention that Gita you will get by registering for this program. It's a free program. Our discretion. We keep it our discretion, yeah. Because if you're not able to raise books, we'll get stuck.
But the letter in the UN, does it say that you will distribute Bhagavad Gita or
No,
no?
we mention education kit. Value education book we mention. From Gita. They know because it's a Faith for Earth program, so they know it is from Gita. How many kits you want to give, it is up to you. Online or offline.
They don't administer the content.
They administer. They administer. They have a check on that.
Then how can you have this choice? Whom to give, whom not to give?
No, Gita. Value education book we everyone gives. Gita we don't give to everyone.
No, they don't administer what you will give. I mean, they don't administer.
No, we have given them value education book to see. That we give to everyone. Without that, they will not understand what is the course. But along with that, we give Gita. We want to give Gita also to every home. It all depends how many Gita we are able to raise. According to logistics project. Just like because logistics we have to bear. So what we do is that in neighborhood children we give. No, in Delhi. In Delhi or UP nearby. But overseas or different states we don't. No. No, they get value education book. Every child. Yeah. So in value education book, Gita content we add as appendix and then send. They don't need Gita separately. So relevant portion of Gita we have added.
So you take sponsorship for both for value education book also and for Gita
Correct.
also and the administrative cost also.
Correct. For logistics also, for prizes also, for everything. For everything. Everything.
The program in Mauritius, right? Do you have somebody carrying this mission in Mauritius?
Yeah, Mauritius is so favorable.
Who is that? No, I'm
For
from
2
Mauritius.
years, we are not able to do Mauritius because.
No, I just wanted to know who is there somebody taking this mission ahead?
Yeah.
Who is that?
I'll tell you. There is one, the GBC Zonal Secretary in Mauritius,
Zonal Secretary Haridev.
Haridev Prabhu.
Oh,
So Haridev Prabhu had earlier connected us to
Zonal Secretary.
Kishori Gopika Mataji.
Kishori Gopal. Okay.
So then she left the
Because-
service. Then he went back to
this
Harideshwar.
project got dropped down for the last 2 years.
Yes, yes, yes.
They started that like but now for last 1 year,
Yes,
I'm
yes,
just
yes.
out of the scene.
Yes,
Because
yes, yes.
that's right. When you talk about sponsorship, I'm dealing with the government.
And Mauritius is so favorable.
That's why it's
The
so
vice
government
president of Mauritius wanted to come
Right.
and give away prizes themselves.
That's
Mauritius
it.
is so favorable.
And he got his value education.
So we are very grateful to His Grace Gaurang Prabhu,
Right.
because Prabhuji was the one who got us connected to United Nations UNEP, and he was very supportive that he got us connected, helped with the program, gave classes, and he was the instrument through which we could go international. So heartfelt gratitude to Prabhuji. I'm still pinning for some money from GV. Yes, sir. So we are through with the, and I'm through with the time. If anyone wants to leave, please. No problem. Oh, next speaker is also due to come. I think Prabhuji has come. Jai Krishna Prabhu has come. Yes. Last question. Last question. Okay. Okay. Boston. Thank you. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.